The dragon is a recurring figure in various cultural myths across the globe. This widespread presence suggests a shared, ancient connection among different cultures. The ubiquity of dragon myths hints at a common origin or shared cultural exchange in ancient times. Diverse interpretations of the dragon reflect unique cultural values and beliefs. Dragons are a recurring motif in ancient carvings across various cultures. These depictions suggest a widespread and enduring presence of dragons in human imagination. Ancient carvings serve as evidence of the dragon's symbolic importance throughout history. The consistent portrayal of dragons highlights their lasting impact on human culture and mythology. Dragon stories are cultural narratives passed through generations. This transmission ensures the myth's survival across time. The stories remain relevant despite cultural changes. Oral tradition is a key method of myth transmission. Storytelling reinforces cultural identity and values. The dragon myth adapts to new contexts while preserving core themes. In certain cultures, dragons are seen as guardians. These dragons are specifically associated with rivers. This association symbolizes the river's life-giving power. Dragons are therefore revered for their protective role. Dragons are frequently linked to rain in various mythologies and cultural representations. This association stems from their symbolic connection to water, a vital element for life. Dragons embody fertility, often seen as bringers of prosperity and abundance. Their mythical control over rain reinforces their image as powerful, life-giving beings. In some cultures, dragons are perceived as guardians of mountains. This perception associates dragons with the qualities of strength. Dragons are also linked to the concept of stability. Mountains are often seen as symbols of steadfastness and endurance. Therefore, dragons embody the enduring nature of mountains. This symbolism highlights the dragon's role as a powerful and reliable protector. Dragons are often depicted as observers of the skies. This association links them to celestial events. They are also connected to the concept of cosmic order. This implies a role beyond mere observation. Dragons may symbolize understanding of the universe. Their presence in the sky suggests a deeper connection to the cosmos. In some myths, dragons are depicted as keepers of time. This portrayal is linked to their perceived wisdom. Dragons' longevity also contributes to their association with time. Their long lifespans symbolize the endurance of time itself. Thus, dragons embody the timeless qualities of wisdom and age. Dragon form exhibit significant variation across different cultures. Despite these variations, dragons typically retain serpentine characteristics. These common features facilitate recognition of the dragon archetype. Cultural interpretations influence specific attributes and symbolism. Dragon names exhibit variation across different cultures. These naming differences reflect cultural adaptations and linguistic nuances. Despite the variations, the core essence or meaning behind dragon names often remains consistent. This consistency suggests a shared understanding or perception of dragons. Therefore, dragon names are both culturally specific and universally recognizable. Dragons are a recurring motif in the mythologies of various cultures. Despite cultural differences, dragons often share similar characteristics and symbolic roles. These shared traits contribute to a sense of a common, cross-cultural presence of dragons. Comparative mythology explores these similarities to understand universal human themes. The dragon's enduring presence highlights its significance in the human imagination across diverse societies. The question explores the phenomenon of unconnected civilizations developing similar concepts of beings with comparable powers. One explanation involves universal human psychology and archetypes, suggesting shared cognitive structures. Another perspective considers environmental determinism, where similar environments might inspire similar mythologies. Cultural diffusion, even without direct contact, could occur through trade or shared ancestral origins. Convergent evolution of ideas suggests independent development due to similar needs or problem-solving approaches. Universal symbol theory posits that certain symbols resonate across diverse cultures. These symbols are believed to tap into shared aspects of the human experience. The dragon is considered by some scholars to be a prime example of a universal symbol. Its prevalence in mythology worldwide suggests a deep-seated connection within the human psyche. This perspective emphasizes the role of human imagination in shaping and propagating such symbols. The theory suggests that the dragon embodies fundamental concepts or archetypes common to humanity. The dragon archetype is a recurring figure in mythology across diverse cultures. Its presence spans various geographical regions and historical periods. The independent emergence theory suggests that similar archetypes can arise separately. This is attributed to shared human experiences and psychological structures. These shared experiences may include encounters with large reptiles or natural disasters. Thus, the dragon archetype could reflect universal human perceptions and fears. Dragon myth, across different culture, exhibits striking similarities. These similarities are too precise to be dismissed as mere coincidence. The consistent patterns suggest a deeper, underlying connection. This connection implies a shared origin or cultural exchange. Comparative analysis reveals common motifs and attributes. Further investigation is needed to determine the exact nature of this link. Serpentine bodies are often associated with water. This connection reflects the dragon's traditional link to aquatic environments. The association with water enhances the dragon's mythical presence. Water symbolism often represents purity and transformation. Serpentine forms in water can also symbolize hidden depths and mysteries. The combination of serpentine bodies and water elements enriches the dragon's symbolic representation. Wings are often associated with storms in symbolic representations. This association can symbolize control over weather phenomena. Dragons, for example, are often depicted with wings and linked to storms. This symbolizes their mythical ability to influence or create weather events. The connection between wings and storms represents power over atmospheric forces. Wisdom is often linked with accumulated life experience rather than physical strength. This association is a key focus in gerontology, the study of aging. Gerontology explores how cognitive abilities evolve with age. The concept of wisdom encompasses knowledge, judgment, and understanding. Older individuals are often perceived as wise due to their extensive experiences. This perception is reflected in symbolic figures like the wise old dragon. In Eastern cultures, dragons are often portrayed as benevolent beings. These dragons are frequently depicted as guardians of rivers and waterways. They are believed to protect these vital water sources. This portrayal reflects a deep respect for nature. The dragon symbolizes the life-sustaining power of water in these cultures. In Nordic cultures, dragons are remembered as sky watchers. These mythical creatures were believed to observe celestial events. Dragons held a significant role in interpreting the skies. They were seen as guardians of cosmic knowledge. Their presence connected the earthly and celestial realms. Dragons are sometimes depicted in mythology as creatures dwelling in deep, hidden places. These myths often associate dragons with subterranean environments, such as caves. In these narratives, dragons are portrayed as guardians of ancient secrets. This portrayal emphasizes the dragon's role as a keeper of knowledge and mysteries. Archaeological digs have unearthed fragmented evidence of dragon myths. These fragments suggest a more complete and widespread belief system in the past. The current understanding of dragon myths may only represent a portion of the original beliefs. The fragmented nature of the evidence makes it difficult to fully reconstruct the original mythology. Further research and discoveries are needed to gain a more comprehensive understanding. These findings highlight the potential for deeper insights into ancient cultures and belief systems. Dragon myths across different cultures often exhibit striking similarities. These shared patterns suggest a potential common origin or influence. The recurrence of specific traits implies interconnectedness in mythological development. Analyzing these patterns can reveal insights into cultural exchange and shared beliefs. Common motifs may reflect universal human experiences or archetypes. Further research can clarify the extent and nature of these shared mythological elements. Dragon myths vary significantly across different cultures. These variations often lead to contradictions in dragon portrayals. Contradictions reflect diverse cultural interpretations of dragons. Adaptations of dragon myths contribute to these inconsistencies. Cultural values shape the attributes and roles assigned to dragons. Therefore, contradictions are inherent in the comparative study of dragon myths. Dragon stories might have roots extending beyond recorded history. These tales could be echoes of events or creatures from a distant past. The specific origins of dragon myths are shrouded in mystery. They may be linked to real animals or natural phenomena. Alternatively, they could stem from psychological archetypes. Further research is needed to uncover the true source of these enduring legends. Memory can be preserved and transmitted, not only through physical monuments. Myth serves as a powerful vehicle for carrying collective memory forward through generations. Oral tradition is a key method for perpetuating these myths and associated memories. Unlike static monuments, myths are dynamic and adaptable, evolving with each retelling. This ensures the continued relevance and accessibility of the memory. Thus, myth becomes a living repository of cultural knowledge and historical experience. Dragon myths are a recurring theme across diverse cultures and historical periods. One psychological theory suggests these myths may originate from a shared human memory. This shared memory is also referred to as the collective unconscious. The collective unconscious is a universal reservoir of experiences and archetypes. These archetypes are inherited predispositions to perceive and react to the world in certain ways. Therefore, dragon myths could be manifestations of deeply ingrained, universal human experiences. Ancient dragon myths reveal a significant connection to human culture. These myths are deeply rooted in human history and civilization. Archaeological surveys provide insights into the origins and evolution of these myths. The patterns within dragon myths suggest a shared cultural heritage. The enduring presence of dragon legends across cultures raises intriguing questions. One possibility is that these legends are purely fictional, born from imagination. Another possibility is that some dragon legends are rooted in real-world encounters. These encounters could involve misidentified animals or misinterpreted natural phenomena. It is also conceivable that some dragon legends are based on extinct creatures. Further scientific inquiry is needed to explore the potential origins of dragon legends. The dragon serves as a potent symbol across diverse cultures. It embodies a wide array of human experiences and concepts. Its symbolic meanings are deeply rooted in mythology and folklore. The dragon's representation varies depending on cultural context. Dragons in literature often function as powerful metaphors. They can represent the untamed and destructive forces of nature. Dragons may also symbolize the primal and often overwhelming human desires. Furthermore, they can embody societal fears and anxieties. Thus, the dragon's symbolic meaning is multifaceted and context-dependent. Dragons are a recurring motif in various forms of art. Their frequent depiction underscores their cultural importance. Artistic representations of dragons vary across cultures. These depictions often reflect local myths and beliefs. Dragons in art serve as powerful symbols. Dragons are a recurring motif in literature across various genres. Their presence highlights their lasting cultural significance and appeal. Literary dragons often embody diverse symbolic meanings. These meanings can range from chaos and destruction to wisdom and protection. The portrayal of dragons varies widely depending on the author and cultural context. This adaptability contributes to their enduring presence in storytelling traditions. Dragons are a recurring motif in folklore across various cultures. They often embody cultural values and beliefs specific to a society. Dragons can represent a range of concepts, from chaos and destruction to wisdom and protection. Their portrayal varies significantly depending on the cultural context. Ethnographic studies reveal the diverse roles dragons play in shaping cultural narratives. Dragons appear in numerous religious traditions worldwide. Their roles vary significantly across different faiths and cultures. In some religions, dragons are revered as protectors and guardians. Conversely, they can also be depicted as adversaries or symbols of chaos. These contrasting portrayals highlight the complex symbolism associated with dragons in religious contexts. The dragon is often depicted as a symbol deeply connected to nature. This connection underscores the significance of environmental stewardship. Environmental stewardship involves responsible planning and management of environmental resources. It emphasizes the importance of protecting and preserving the natural world. The dragon's symbolism encourages a proactive approach to maintaining ecological balance. The dragon is a potent symbol frequently employed in political discourse and iconography. It often represents power, authority, and the capacity for control. This symbolism can be traced back to various cultural and historical contexts. In political science, the dragon may embody the strength of a nation-state. It can also represent the dominance of a particular political ideology. Understanding the dragon's symbolism provides insights into the dynamics of power and influence. The dragon is a symbol often associated with wisdom. Dragon's wisdom embodies knowledge accumulated over time. It represents the depth of understanding gained through experience. This wisdom is not merely information, but applied knowledge. It signifies a comprehensive grasp of complex concepts. Dragon's wisdom is a metaphor for profound insight and discernment. In psychological thrillers, the dragon often symbolizes primal fears. It serves as a manifestation of deep-seated human anxieties. The dragon embodies insecurities that individuals often struggle to confront. This representation taps into universal feelings of vulnerability. The dragon's characteristics amplify these fears, making them tangible. Thus, the dragon becomes a powerful symbol within the narrative. The dragon is a multifaceted symbol with diverse interpretations across cultures. One prominent symbolic association of the dragon is with hope. Dragons can also represent renewal, signifying cycles of rebirth and fresh starts. Furthermore, dragons often embody transformation, indicating profound changes and evolution. The dragon symbolizes a guardian figure. This role embodies protection against threats. It also signifies active defense. The dragon represents vigilance in maintaining security. The dragon represents a significant obstacle or challenge. Overcoming the dragon symbolizes conflict resolution. It highlights the need to conquer challenges. The dragon embodies the difficulties in achieving goals. Successfully defeating the dragon represents triumph over adversity. Dragons appear in various creation myths across cultures. In some myths, dragons are depicted as powerful creators. These dragons are responsible for shaping the world. They also create the inhabitants of the world in these myths. Dragons are sometimes depicted as bringers of chaos. These myths portray dragons as destructive forces. Their actions lead to widespread devastation. This contrasts with dragons as guardians, or symbols of good fortune. The destroyer archetype highlights the dragon's immense power. These stories often serve as cautionary tales. Dragon myths have evolved significantly throughout history. These changes often mirror shifts in human culture. Social transformations also influence dragon lore. Therefore, dragon myths reflect historical, societal values. Dragon myths are not static. They evolve as they spread across different cultures. This adaptation involves incorporating local cultural elements and belief systems. The core dragon figure often retains its fundamental characteristics. However, its specific attributes and symbolic meanings can shift. Local folklore, religious beliefs, and historical events influence these changes. This cultural exchange results in diverse interpretations and representations of dragons worldwide. The dragon legend's resilience highlights its lasting power. This resilience is reflected in the legend's continued relevance across cultures. The enduring appeal of dragons contributes to the legend's survival. Therefore, the dragon legend remains a potent symbol due to its inherent resilience. The dragon legend remains an unsolved puzzle. It continues to intrigue people across cultures. The mystery surrounding dragons inspires creativity. Dragons appear in various forms in different mythologies. The enduring appeal of dragons fuels ongoing speculation and artistic expression. The dragon is a recurring figure in human cultural heritage. Dragons often symbolize power, strength, and good fortune across various cultures. They appear in myths, legends, and folklore of many societies worldwide. The dragon's image is frequently used in art, literature, and religious practices. The enduring legacy of the dragon highlights its profound impact on human imagination and cultural identity. The study of dragon myths offers ongoing insights into human creativity. Dragon myths reflect fundamental aspects of human imagination. These myths provide a window into diverse cultural beliefs and values. Continued exploration of dragon lore enhances our understanding of cultural narratives. Analyzing dragon myths reveals patterns in human storytelling across different societies. The symbolism within dragon myths often reflects societal anxieties and aspirations.